As a school bus driver, there is no other occupation which combines looking out for the well-being of children with the responsibilities of driving one of the largest vehicles on the road. Inspecting your school bus as a part of your daily routine makes good sense. Regular inspections allow you to spot unsafe conditions or mechanical problems before they cause an accident or a breakdown on the road. While you are a driver and not a mechanic, you do have a certain level of responsibility for the mechanical condition of your vehicle. Every day, you must make sure your bus is in sound operating condition. Before driving your bus, federal regulations regarding pre-trip inspections require that you are satisfied that the vehicle is in safe operating condition and that the operating components and accessories are in good working order. Drivers must review the last driver vehicle inspection report for defects and make sure all necessary repairs were performed and sign the report to acknowledge the problems were corrected. A proper pre-trip inspection serves several purposes. Most importantly, you may catch an unsafe condition before it causes an accident. You can identify mechanical problems before they lead to breakdowns on the road. By avoiding breakdowns, you will not cause bus route delays and not upset students, parents, or school personnel. Reporting mechanical problems early will help your maintenance department control costs. Pre-trip inspections are required by federal and state law. A careful and thorough pre-trip safety inspection is just good safety practice. The inspection must be part of your daily routine. If you do it the same way each day, it becomes a habit and you are less likely to miss something. The following routine is recommended. As you walk toward your bus, note its overall condition. Is the bus sitting level? If it's leaning, it could indicate a low tire or a broken spring. Observe under the bus for evidence of oil, fuel, coolant, grease, or water leaks. Is there evidence of vandalism or damage to the vehicle? Check the area around the bus for hazards detrimental to vehicle movement. Next, start by sitting in the driver's seat and checking the following items. If a vehicle inspection report was prepared from the previous day or trip, review the report. It should be in the driver's compartment. On the inspection report, you must identify the vehicle and list any defect you find during your inspection or during the course of operation that could affect the vehicle's safe operation or cause a breakdown. If you find no defects, you must record this on the report. You are required to sign the report and turn it in to your supervisor. Any defect or deficiency you report on the vehicle inspection report must be corrected, or a mechanic must certify that the correction is not necessary to safely operate the vehicle. This must be done before you drive the bus again. Next, proceed by getting off the bus and open the hood. Check the fluid levels first. Remove the oil dipstick, wipe off and reinsert it, and then remove and check to make sure it is in the normal or okay range. Check the coolant level. Most buses have a clear, see-through tank that you can look at to check the level. Do not remove the radiator cap if the engine is at the normal operating temperature. Check to make sure the power steering fluid level is in the normal operating range by removing the dipstick. Some buses may also have a see-through reservoir. If the bus is equipped with hydraulic brakes, check the fluid level. Most buses are equipped with a see-through reservoir. Check the entire engine compartment for the condition of all hoses and lines for secure mounting, and there are no leaks or cracks. Check all the wiring for loose connections, secure mounting, and there's no rubbing or chafing. Check the condition of the fan belts or belts. They should not be cracked or frayed and have no more than 3/4 of an inch slack when checked between the pulleys. Check the condition of the master cylinder. There should be no signs of fluid leakage, especially on the underside of the cylinder. Check the hoses and lines for leakage, cuts, cracks, or bubbles, and for secure mounting. Check the condition of the steering box. It should be securely mounted and show no signs of leakage or missing bolts or nuts. Check the condition of the steering linkage by grabbing the linkage and pulling back and forth. There should be no binding or looseness at any steering joints. Most of the linkage nuts should be secured with a cotter pin. Check the condition of the front tires on both sides. There should be a minimum of 4/32 tread depth. There should be no cuts or bulges anywhere. The front tires cannot be recapped. There should be a valve stem cap. Check the condition of the wheels on both sides. Wheel lug nuts should be secure and show no signs of rust streaks. There should be no wear or elongated mounting bolts. Check the front wheel hubcap. If the bearings are oil lubed, check the fluid level in the sight glass. Check the condition of both the front springs and shackles. There should be no broken springs and they should be aligned. The shackles and U-bolts should appear tight. There should be no shiny spots or rust trails that may indicate movement. Check the condition of both front shock absorbers. They should be securely mounted and the insulating rubbers must not be worn or missing. There should be no signs of fluid leakage. Check the condition of the brake hoses that go from the frame to the wheel end. There should be no cuts, bubbles, or cracks in the hoses. Also, check for leakage and secure mounting to prevent rubbing. Check the condition of the wheel cylinder or caliper. They should be securely mounted and show no signs of leakage. Check the condition of the brake shoes or pads. They should not be worn to less than 1/8 of an inch. Check the frame rails for cracks or damaged welds. Check the alternator to make sure that it is securely mounted with no mounting bolts missing. Check the windshield washer fluid reservoir. Now you can proceed to close and secure the hood. Next, return to the inside of the bus. Start by sitting in the driver's seat and check the following items. Honk the horn. Check the driver's seat for proper adjustment. Check the driver's lap shoulder belt for damage and fraying. Does the belt latch securely? Is the shoulder belt positioned properly? Does the retractor work properly? Turn the ignition key to the on position, but do not start the engine. This will reduce the noise while checking the heaters and defrosters. Check all speeds on each heater and defroster switch. Verify that the defrosters are blowing air onto the windshield. If the bus is equipped with air conditioning, check their operation during the summer months. Check the defroster fans for operation and secure mounting. Make sure they are positioned to blow air on the windshield. Make sure the windshield wipers and washers are working properly. Look for torn or loose wiper blade materials. Check all mirrors for proper adjustment. Check the dome lights and step lights. Check the operation of the entrance door. Verify that the transmission selector is in neutral or park if equipped, and that the parking brake is on. Start the bus and observe the gauges. The oil pressure should build to about 40 pounds or more within a few seconds. If not, shut off the engine and report it immediately. The temperature will read below normal until the engine warms up. The voltmeter should be in the normal range of 12 to 14 volts. Please note that some voltmeters will fluctuate for the first few minutes after starting. Make sure the fuel gauge shows enough fuel for your trip. If your bus is equipped with a diesel exhaust fluid tank, check the gauge to make sure there is enough fluid in the tank. Next, you're going to test the parking brake. Check that the parking brake is on and be sure nothing is in the area in front of the bus. Cover your left foot over the service brake pedal as a safety precaution. Now, place the transmission into drive and apply light throttle pressure. The bus should not move forward. Next, check the service brake by pushing the pedal down firmly and waiting for about 30 seconds to see if the pedal moves toward the floor. If it does, it may indicate a serious brake issue. Release the parking brake and pull forward and apply the brakes. The bus should stop smoothly and not pull to either side. Turn the steering wheel slightly in both directions. There should be no more than 2 to 3 inches of play. Before getting out of the seat to check the interior of the bus, you should turn on the following lights: headlights, amber warning lights, and left turn signal. Check to see if the amber warning light indicator and left turn signal on the dash are operating. Please note that many buses are equipped with light check systems. However, those systems only check the bulb and not necessarily the switches. Check the front amber lights by looking up through the windshield. As you walk towards the back of the bus, Check each seat for secure mounting, no major cuts or tears, and no metal or sharp edges exposed. Check each of the emergency exit windows for proper operation, buzzer, and lettering. Look at all the window glass for cracks and discoloration. Check the floor and aisle covering for loose areas and trim. Check the rear emergency door for proper operation, buzzer, and lettering. You can carefully look out the door and observe the tail lights, left turn signal, and amber warning light at this time. As you move back towards the front of the bus, you should check the roof hatches for proper operation, lettering, and activation of the buzzer. Once you return to the front of the bus, you should check the safety equipment. Those items are the fire extinguisher, first aid kit, warning triangles, and body fluid kits. The fire extinguisher should be securely mounted, the hose should be securely mounted, and the gauge should be in the green or OK area. The first aid kits should be full and not missing any items. There should be 3 warning triangles. And the body fluid kit should be stocked. Next, open the entrance door. The warning lights should switch from amber to red. Check the red warning light indicator. As you get off the bus, check the condition of the step treads. They should be clean and securely mounted and have no raised edges that could create a trip hazard. Check the condition of the handrail. It should be securely mounted. Check the condition of the entrance doors. They should open completely, and the glass should have no breaks or cracks and be clean. The vertical ceiling strips should be mounted securely. Check the condition of the right rear view and right cross view mirror. They should be securely mounted with no cracks or cloudiness. Check the condition of the front bumper. It should be securely mounted. Check the license plate. It should be securely mounted and not expired. The student crossing arm should be extended at a right angle to the bumper. Check the front clearance lights, red warning lights, the left turn signals, and the low beam headlights. Check the condition of all the lenses. They should be securely mounted and not cracked or faded. Check the condition of the left cross view and rear view mirror, the same as the right side. Check the battery compartment. There should be no corrosion on any of the cables. Make sure the door is securely closed. Check the condition of the stop arm. It should extend at a right angle to the side of the bus. All lights should be flashing. It should not be faded or missing any lettering. Check all lettering, signs, reflectors, and clearance lights as you continue down the left side, especially the lettering for the emergency exit windows. Stop at the left rear tire and check the following items. Check tires for cuts and bulges. There should be at least 2/32 of an inch of tread on both rear tires. There should be no objects stuck between the tires. They should also be properly inflated. They should have valve caps on them. Recapped tires are permitted on the rear of the bus. Check the wheels for cracks or damaged welds. Check the wheel lug nuts. They should appear to be tight with no rust streaks showing. Look at the brake drums or rotors. There should be no visible cracks or scrapes on them. Check the condition of the brake shoes or pads. They should not be worn to less than 1/8 of an inch. Check the condition of the wheel cylinders or calipers. They should be securely mounted and show no signs of leakage. If the tailpipe exits by the left rear wheel, it should be securely mounted and not damaged on the end. Look in front of and to the rear of the tires to check the springs and shackles. Check the rear stop arm if equipped, the same as the front stop arm. Continue to the rear of the bus and check the following items. Check the condition of the rear bumper. It should be mounted securely with no missing bolts or nuts. The ceiling strips between the bumper and body should be securely mounted. If the exhaust exits through or under the bumper, it should be securely mounted and not flattened or damaged. Check the rear tail lights, left turn signal, red warning lights, rear clearance lights, and reflectors. Check all lights for secure mounting, fading, and cracked lenses. Check the rear emergency door for proper operation. It should open easily and not stick or bind when opening. Does the hold open latch work properly? Check to make sure that the aisle is not blocked. Check all the lettering on the rear of the bus. If the fuel tank is mounted in the rear of the bus, check it for secure mounting with no missing bolts or nuts. There should be no leakage or spilled fuel visible. While looking under the bus from the rear, check the following items. The rear tires again. The rear springs, checking for the same defects as the front springs. Check the rear shocks as you did the front ones. Look again at all the brake components that you looked at while in the area of the left rear tire. Check the rear frame rails as you did on the front. Move to the right side of the bus and check the same items on the left side of the bus. Check the fuel fill area. The fuel cap should be tightened properly and the sealing rubber should be in place. There should be no signs of fuel leakage or spillage. If the bus is equipped with the fuel tank on the right side, check it in the same manner as mentioned at the rear of the bus. Look under the side of the bus and check the following items. The muffler and tailpipe. They should be securely mounted with no black soot marks that may indicate an exhaust leak. Check the frame rails for cracks or damaged welds. Check the cross members for secure mounting. Check the drive shaft for any damage, such as bends, breaks, or missing or loose U-joint mounting bolts. Make sure the drive shaft safety loops are securely mounted. If your bus is equipped with a DEF tank, check it in the same manner as the fuel tank. Also, check the exterior of the bus for damage and proper lettering as you did on the left side. Return to the inside of the bus and turn on the high beam headlights and the right turn signal. Check the right turn signal indicator and the high beam indicator, and then go to the front of the bus and check the high beam lights and right turn signal. Walk to the rear of the bus and check the right rear turn signal. It is advised that a helper help to check the brake stop lights as well as the backup lights and alarm. Return to the inside of the bus and shut off the engine as well as the lights. You may need to deactivate the child check system. Once the inspection is complete, fill out the driver vehicle inspection report by checking all items, signing, and dating the report. On the report, you should list and describe any equipment problems you found during your inspection or course of your workday. Any defect or deficiency must be corrected, or your supervisor must certify that the correction is not necessary to safely operate the vehicle before the vehicle can be driven again. There are several items that were not covered in this video, especially the air brake inspection items. Please check with your supervisor or driver trainers for the proper procedures for these items. We hope this video will help you prepare for conducting your own pre-trip inspections. Thank you for your commitment and dedication for ensuring that you and your students will be safe on your bus.